Situating the opening sequence directly in the centre of a town location immediately attracts the audience, as it is more of a vibrant and lively setting in opposition to a countryside scene. This would put the audience off from watching the film because it dictates a sense of ownership, whereas an urban area usually portrays freedom through the way in which young audience members are familiar with a town location as an area for hanging out with friends. Choosing a young, vulnerable, and innocent female as the main character situates the character in an unsafe placement for which creates an unnerving edge for the older audience members to feel an urge to protect the character. No dialogue is heard, which adds to the tension created. It attracts the audience as they then want to hear some form of speech in order to resolve some of the questions held by the audience in relation to the concern of the main character. The character's informal attire addresses the audience that she is of a low middle class through the basic approach of an attempt at fitting in with the rest of society. It suggests that she is no different from the audience. However, this contrasts with her economical situation, as many young individuals have an account of disposable income which in turn supplies them with a greater advantage to being able to purchase items which would fulfill their needs. But we can see from Holly that her income is poorer and therefore puts her as an individual in a lower status. Older members will be able to reflect upon a time in which they were in the same situation and how they've overcome that period of exclusion, and how the main character will develop in relation to their pastime experiences. In addition, the soundtrack was of pivotal importance in order to emphasize the amount of emotion which is needed in order to give strong connotations of the main character's current situation. When choosing a soundtrack, I knew I needed to override the footage with emotional content representing the main character's emotions. Audience feedback proved that the soundtrack, chosen from Ceasefire, created a positive correlation between the content of the song and reflection to the main character's emotion.